Good morning, my people, and welcome to the next play 6-7. To all my players out there, thank you for joining the next play 6-7. I'm your host, Darkel, and this morning we're gonna please like, share, and subscribe. It takes less than 3 seconds, and it's always free. We're gonna start, but the quizzes of the day. Yesterday, I asked who was the Michael Jordan of the WNBA considered, and to me, in the first 3 to 5 years of that when they first started. She was like Jordan. They couldn't stop her, unstoppable. Her name was Cynthia Cooper for the Houston Comets. And you got to remember, at this time, she came in the WNBA. She was 34 years old already, and she was cracking them like nobody could stop her. And then her teammate came along, Cheryl Swoops, and she took over. But really, the comparison as far as Michael Jordan's game, Cynthia Cooper was amazing. Like, she was all that. The quiz of today is, what was the first NBA game in the NBA? What was the first game ever played in the National Basketball Association? Okay, I would like to start this off by saying my quotes of the day. The only thing we have to fear is fear itself. And that's by the great Franklin Delano Roosevelt. Okay, today I want to start off with a strong word. And that word, I didn't understand it. I'm still kind of trying to understand. Maybe somebody can send me in the quotes what it really means, because I'm still trying to understand it. But I heard it, and they said that the Bible was only an allegory. So allegory is a literary device or storytelling technique in which characters, settings, and events represent hidden, abstract, or larger meanings. Essentially, it works like an extended metaphor, allowing a story to operate on two distinct levels: the literal, what happens to the characters, and symbolics, the moral, political, or philosophical idea being conveyed, whatever that means. I'm still trying to grasp that, so I understand what I'm reading, but trying to really get a full understanding of that word, because if they saying that they use the Bible as an allegory, I need to know what that means, because it's very important when you're connecting that to the Bible, don't you think? I would like to start off by saying WNBA scores. The Wings defeated the Fire 109-97. Enrique Agumbawali had 24 points, 3 rebounds, and 6 assists for the Wings. Paige Beckers, her teammate, had 24 points, 4 assists, 24 points, 4 rebounds, and 5 assists. And Mega Gustafson had 21 for the Fire in a losing cause. The Fever defeated the Sun 123-88. Caitlin Clark had 27 points, 2 rebounds, and 11 assists. Kelsey Mitchell had 23 points. Asia Boston had 22. D. Miller had 15 for the Sun. The Mystics defeated the Aces 199. Shakira Austin had 25 points, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists. And Sonia Cintron had 20 points, 4 rebounds, and 8 assists. For the Aces, Asia Wilson had 38 points, and Jackie Young had 24. The Liberty defeated the Sky 95-94. S. Taylor had 31 points for the Sky, and for the Liberty, Sabrina Nesco had 29 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, and Brianna Stewart had 20 points, 9 rebounds, and 4 assists. For the Mercury defeated the Sparks 86-82. Kalia Copper had 21 points, and her teammate Alicia Thomas, she's amazing. She reminds me of Josh Hart. She had 19 points, 11 rebounds, and 15 assists. For the Sparks, Arborough had 20 points in a losing cause. The Lynx defeated the Storm 86-76, and Nafisha Kaya is back, the great. She had 24 points, 10 rebounds, 1 assist. Kayla McBride had 20 points, and for the Storm, in a losing cause, Flagey Johnson, her steady self, had 21 points to lead the Storm. Okay. In Major League Baseball, Pittsburgh defeated the Yankees 5-3. They had a doubleheader, so Pittsburgh won the first game, the Yankees won the second 2-0. Boston had a doubleheader also. They won the first game 6-5 and lost the second game to Baltimore 5-1. Kansas City defeated San Francisco 5-4. Milwaukee defeated the Mets 4-3. The Nats defeated Colorado 8-0. Arizona football scored Oakland 15-5. The Reds defeated Seattle 5-3. St. Louis defeated the Los Angeles Angels 1-0. Minnesota defeated Cleveland 10-6. The Dodgers defeated Philadelphia 9-5. Tampa Bay defeated the Blue Jays 4-2. Atlanta defeated San Diego 7-6. Chicago White Sox defeated Texas 4-2. Houston defeated Miami 5-2. Detroit defeated Chicago Cubs 5-1. Today I want to speak about a very great player that I feel could be considered one of the greatest, if not the greatest, dunkers that we ever saw in our lifetime. He was, if you could say, he was Michael Jordan's father as far as the air, ruling the air and doing that stuff that Jordan was doing. The only reason why he was so big because the internet came and more people was watching basketball at that time. When Julius came, he was in the 70s. They had none of that, and they didn't have the people watching them all around the world. It wasn't a universal game yet, like as it is today. So if it was like that, Julius to me, it was a greater dunker than Michael Jordan. And I'll behead you to look at his highlights. Julius Winfield Irvin, nicknamed Dr. J, J for jam. That's what they called that jamming back, not dunking, they called it jam. So Dr. J for jam, born February 22nd, 1950 in Roosevelt, New York, who was the original Skywalker that Michael Jordan copied his foul line dunk from, was the most colorful and exciting figure in the game during the 1970s and 80s. At 6'6", with hands like a center, like a 7-footer, Irvin played forward and was noted for his fast break, balletic leap towards the basket. It was like ballerina. He was like a ballerina in the air, though, before Mike, of course. The basket and climatic slam dunks. It's safe to say if Michael was called Air, Dr. J should have been called Sky. It's a bad boy. Which, again, Dr. J stood for jamming. Nobody did it better to me. Look at his stuff, if you think. I'm not faking. Before I end this, I would like to say free Poppy, free Sadiq, and free everyone that's innocent, because a lot of innocent people locked up. And to all those that completed their terms and changed their life, they deserve another chance because they're human and everybody makes mistakes. I want to end this by saying my favorite words, which is, may each of you want, but never want as long as you live. May each of you live to be 100, and me 100 minus a day, so I'll never know when great people like you have passed away. May you live as long as you want, but never want as long as you live. Thank you again for joining me. Everybody that's subscribed, please subscribe. Like 70%, 80% of the people that's watching haven't subscribed. It costs you absolutely nothing. And I really appreciate the ones that's been riding with me. I appreciate you. I love you for it. And I would like to say peace, health, prosperity to all. Thank you very much. I'm out.